Okay. Program. Shit. Okay. Hello out there. This is John Dempsey coming to you from Tucson, Arizona. Again, I want to talk to you about Trump being a racist. Everybody says, "Oh, he's a racist. He's a racist. We got to get rid of him." Well, I mentioned on here. I made a YouTube video about a month and a half ago that says it was three subjects. It said, "Oh yeah, your warning is not judging." That's what it was. Warning is not judging. At the end of that video, I talked about Trump. But I want to talk about Trump in the beginning of this video because he's having so much problems from people. These dirty Dems was a perfect name for these people. And Alan Schiff, the shiftiest guy I've ever heard, and the American people's ever heard. They try to do these secret impeachment meetings because if they do the real one, they'll be thrown out because it's all baloney. But I just want to say that this is a message. This is not a teaching or anything. I'm not trying to teach anybody anything. But, you know, in this video, well, all I do want to say is that, you know, if people want to keep their money in their pockets and not have this country go into depression, because that's where we're headed, you know, on all these talks and all these news shows and all these, you know, impeachment inquiries and all these talks and everything that everybody's saying, they don't say how broke we are. You know, people have their money and stuff like that only because we can keep on making more money. But, you know, China owns our crops and they own the whole state of California. If this dollar falls and we go into a depression, all these countries are going to take their whatever they have, they own in this country, they're going to take it. They're going to take our crops. Our crops, like 85% of our crops are owned by other countries. They're just going to take them. So we will have no food. And all these predictions of us not having any food and we get a ration of cheese and stuff like this from all these Christian prophets and stuff like that will all come true. And I believe it's coming because people care if Trump is a racist, you know. But, you know, I want to ask the American people, are you people going to care if Trump is a racist when there's a depression and you don't have any money? When you pulled Donald Trump out of there, you impeached him, and these dirty Dems got in, and they can't do the best job that for our country than Trump can do. Trump can do a better job because he's a businessman. He's the best businessman for the job to get us out of debt and keep our dollar from falling. Now, if you dirty Dems want to get in there and you think you can do a better job than Trump and you don't do it and our dollar falls, there's no coming back. There's no coming back to the economy that we have right now. It's not as good as it was, but it's a lot better than these third world countries where they don't have anything. If you want to be one of them, you people want to lose your jobs, your ability to go to vacationing and restaurants and casinos and all this pleasurable living that you're living. I was just down in Mexico. Those people down there are living such a hard life. I could only have it for like 2 or 3 days and I start getting sick because it's such hard living. And that's just like 1 mile below our border. What do you think these people are doing in Haiti and stuff like that? Well, they ain't nothing to eat but dirt and stuff, you know, and Sudan and stuff like that. And their people are starving. The kids are starving. Nobody cares. Everybody's over here, woohoo, I'm having fun. I don't care about nobody else in the world. And they don't care either. They're having fun on leisure lots and sunbathing and stuff like that. Where other kids are dying, you know, in their little grass hut because there ain't no food and they're just... and they pass a point of no return. They can't save them after that. They're just dead. They're going to die because they haven't had no food in so long. You think these rich, fat Americans over here, these rich, fat Christian, a lazy Christian, well, I tell you, man, I got some words for these people, yeah. And it sounds bad, yeah, because I'm pissed off because, you know, these people are down in Mexico are starving. These little kids are dying down there. And people, and all over the world, and people over here in America, they don't care. But I guarantee you, they ain't going to heaven. And I don't care how good of a Christian you think you are. You can donate to the church. You can donate. I know people who donate millions of dollars to the church. They think they're going to heaven, but they don't care about poor people right down the street from them. They're not going to heaven. They're wasting all their money to donate to the church, thinking they're going to buy their way in. It's not going to work. But getting back to the point of this Donald Trump thing, you know, people want to impeach him because he's a racist. Well, let's just say that, for argument's sake, that he is a racist. Let's just say that he's definitely a racist. Who cares? Deal with it. That's why I tell these other people, if you think he's a racist, deal with it. Because he's trying to save your jobs. He's going to try to save the dollar from falling so you keep your job, so you have the money to go on your trips and go out to restaurants and go out vacationing all the time. That, you know, that we get to enjoy this country. Other people don't. They don't get enjoy a hot meal. That's about all they get to enjoy if they're lucky. And these people are, in America are so selfish, and they're so spoiled. People in this country are so spoiled, and then they're worried about a Trump being a racist. Oh yeah, he's a racist. We got to get rid of him. Huh. Well, you get rid of him, and this country falls into a depression, and you lose your job, and everybody don't have nothing, and we get a ration of cheese from the government. And I guarantee you people will be run out of town on a rail, and you deserve it for getting your person in there that was not as good as Trump. Because Trump is a better businessman. He is the best businessman to keep our dollar from falling and to better our country, which he has been doing for 4 years. So my message to you is to leave him alone. Stop messing with him. Let him do his job. And the more you stop messing with him, the more he can work on the problems that we have. He's been doing a pretty good job so far. You may not like him, but so what? Deal with it. Because he's got 4 more years to let him fix this country. And it's all messed up, too. It's more messed up than you think. You know, it's really messed up. We owe trillions of dollars. And if that dollar falls, everyone's going to take a piece of our ass. You know? And, you know, I hate to say that word, but it's true. They're going to take a piece of our ass. And they're going to, until there's nothing left, it'll be your fault, your people's fault for getting him out of there. Leave him alone. Stop messing with him. See what he can do for the next 4 years. Man, if somebody else gets in there and they can't do the job that he's doing because they can't, he's the best person for it, you lose all your money. Now, are you going to care that he's a racist when you lose your money? If you don't have no money, you'll have and there's no coming back. You can't say, oh, well, Trump, go back in there and fix it. Can you fix it? No. Once that dollar falls and there's depression, that's the end of this country. And it'd be your own fault. And there will be no coming back either. Are you going to care if Trump is a racist then? Are you going to care if he's a racist? Hell no. You're going to think, hey, man, I don't care if he's a racist. I don't give a shit if he's a racist. All I want is my money back in my pocket. And now it's gone because we were stupid. Man, leave him alone. Let him do his job for the next 4 years and see what he can do. Because we only got 4 years. It's not, and he's doing big things. 4 years is not enough, probably. But hopefully it's enough to let us keep going for a while, you know? To keep your money in your pocket, you can start saving it so when this depression does come, you'll have canned goods, you'll have all kinds of supplies because you can keep your job because you had money for a while, for the next 4 years at least. This is John Dempsey signing off from Tucson, Arizona.